bestie, my name is God's Beauty Israel. Thank you so much for always tuning in to Gossip Gala. But research has shown that you've probably not subscribed to our channel. Make I no fight you, but what are you waiting for? Quickly click that button now and subscribe so you don't miss out on all the juices. Hello, besties. This is Gossip Gala, and my name is God to Beauty Israel, aka the Lady Vibe, aka Planty Planty, aka Gossip Body. You know how I do it. As the Minister of Gossip, officially welcome you to Gossip Gala. But I want to ask you, what's really going on again on social media? On I know they allow us rest. Everybody's just coming out to say, "Oh, I'm not the one into fraud." So who exactly now printed those things? Eh? We are hearing today, we are hearing the news of, oh, so pastor is doing fraud, so pastor is doing this, and the next minute the pastor is coming out to come and explain. Who now brought it out? Who brought it out? You guys, have you let me remember you guys on this one. The old Bobrisky saga, how far? EFCC investigating EFCC, how far? You guys left all of those important things, and now we are talking about Dele Farotimi. What's really going on? Like, Nigerians, what's happening? When I listened to Adela, where she was explaining and explaining and explaining, she said, that is not arrest. To her, that's adoption. And in my head, I'm like, you guys, I think at this point, we all need to rest. Let's know exactly what we are doing. Let's even speak up, talk to these security agencies. Like, let's know exactly which person's job is to do this, which person's job is to do that. Because right now, person where they do food selling, don't they stand for streets? They do, hey, over media. So I don't know. I really don't know, but of course we'll be all right eventually. With all of these things happening, like I would always say, just go and find one safe place and do your thing. And yes, I hope you woke up this morning and you gossiped. For those that woke up this morning, every time I go, they follow on a talk and I know they hear. Some people will just wake up after taking your glass of water, you will not gossip. That's so wrong. That's so wrong. You're not following what is in the Constitution. Gossip Gala Constitution. I did not mention any other. I hope you guys are doing well. All right, guess what? Guess what? I know your ears are, itching you. You want to hear. You're not too like gossip. Now, my problem with you for this country. Just calm down. I have an exciting person on the table today. This person is an executive, a music executive, an executive producer as well. There's just a lot of things to him. When I've listened to the recent album is just dropped, and trust me, that's another banger. Honestly speaking, I have another person on my table than F.A. Makarak. Hey, bestie. I'm good. How are you?
The queen of gossip.
Hey.
QOG.
Another one added. How are you?
I'm doing great.
How's it like getting here today? Was it difficult?
No.
It was smooth. Lagos wasn't Lagosing you today.
No.
Hallelujah, someone. Probably there, maybe because it's a December season and everybody's probably traveling out and all of that. Because of recent I've been hearing that the Lagos road have been smooth and I'm like, okay, are you sure it's the same Lagos that I know or something else?
Well,
but that's
basically,
cool.
Lagos not planning now. Just
planning. We
Everything
events where you get by 12, you don't come up by 5. that one day.
Gossip for one hour on the road.
You not get choice. Especially if you're not probably like following the public bus and all. Yeah. Everything chaotic is actually happening. I feel you. So let's talk a bit about who you are.
Okay.
I hear you when you say that, oh, mommy was the one that taught you, piano and all of those things. But I would like to know, at what point do you know that, okay, this is something that I want to do, right? This is something I want to take professional. I want you to put us on that.
Okay, so basically when I started learning the piano, I really didn't know that I was going to become a professional.
Right.
All these things just happens. You don't have that clear picture. You just keep on adding the spice, adding this one. Like, okay, what am I actually baking?
Right.
So when I learned how to play the piano, I just thought I was just going to be somebody that can play the piano and then just look on to other things, do on to other things. But as I kept on going, it started unfolding. I'm like, this gossip sweet too. Make I took ear full inside, And yeah, look at where it has actually led us today.
But I like you to put us on that journey, right?
Okay.
I'm very sure you must have studied something differently in school.
Yeah.
So why did you not pursue that as well? Or how are you able to balance you being doing piano, right, and doing other stuff as well? Or is it just piano you focus on? Before we talk about your album.
Okay, so I'm a computer scientist basically.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went to school. I go school,
Okay.
and then I also pursued that for a while.
Mm.
Then I went into acting.
Oh wow,
Then I pursued
acting.
while I could
It's
still play the
plenty.
piano.
Okay.
Then at some point I really got frustrated after NYSC.
Oh.
Trying to put my feet. I'm like, so why can't I make this gift a profession?
Right.
Why can't I see this your gossip now? You don't turn queen of gossip now. What they pay you?
Have now? That
So
one day.
you have made your gossip now a profession. So I'm like,
Right.
okay, why can't I make this my piano a profession? So I interned in a studio, learned how to be a music producer.
Okay.
Started the whole journey. So it's not just one day. It didn't just happen one day. So a lot of things went into
it.
the process, and then a lot of things are still going into the process.
Right.
We're not ending here.
Amen.
We are still becoming. You're going to be the gossip queen of Africa, then
Amen,
the gossip
someone.
number one in the world.
I see what you're doing, but I hear you.
Try to bring it to us.
I feel you now.
Yeah, that's actually been like a summary of the journey so far.
So let's talk about the 8 tracks album.
Yeah.
Ascension. What's it about? Like, what influenced that particular album?
So Ascension basically is a body of work that just promotes calm therapy. A lot of us actually look so good on the outside, but they're really messed up on the inside.
Right.
Yeah, you see, it's not what people come out and tell you that
So
it's that kind of album that speaks to you. It's the kind of album that you communicate with. It's clear. There's no song, there's no lyrics. You don't have to cram anything.
I mean,
it's just
there.
It's just something that brings you calmness and brings you still. And then you can just communicate it. It can heal you. You can pray with it. You can gossip with it. The kind of quality of the gossip.
No, you cannot don't do that.
You might not be able to gossip with
don't do that. Oh my God. Are there other persons that do this? I mean, this your craft? Because I find it very unique actually.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're talking about album, anything I just hear about album, it has to be music. You feel me? So when I went to listen to each and everyone, I'm sure that everybody in the room with me would actually testify that okay, God's Beauty was actually somewhere when I was listening to all of these things. You feel me? And I felt like this was quite unique. I don't think it's something that we see every time. So I would want to now know probably what influenced you, like in person now, right? Are there people that you probably have listened to, someone you must have spoken to, and just feel like, oh, this is something that I think I want to learn, and this is, how that album just came out?
So there are really not so much of therapeutic albums,
I would agree.
out there, yeah, especially from this region of the world, and then that was actually one of the joy for me adventuring into this kind of the fact that it's not a project that is out there. It's not that kind of. There are a lot of soundtracks albums, a lot of instrumental albums, but mine is directed to therapy and vibration and energy. Making sure you can heal from it. So it's more than an album. We are communicating with you through sounds. Because basically that's vibration is actually one of the language of the universe and the world. Basically, sound. So not music, I feel you. So it's it can just this is just plain. Why are you laughing?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that was like a straight bullet. But moving on.
So this is just communication with sound and nature and the inner man, just without any interruption.
I love that. So I haven't gotten this album out, right? What's the future looking like for you? Should we be expecting something more? I like using the word chaotic. Chaotic, not like in a bad way, but like something that's going to shake the world. So, yeah.
No, this is actually shaking the world.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
It's going to be
shaken. I don't know what Mark is doing to me, guys.
And then so basically, it's just going to be from here. It's just going to be from here. This is the part that has opened up.
Right.
So we're just going to keep on exploring it and going deeper and trying to use music as a tool to heal.
I love that.
You understand? Heal That's the silent battles. Heal the. We're not shouting. People asking me. So
let's not make so much noise.
Where's the promotional plan? I say, see, who's going to hear it is going to hear it.
I mean,
we're not doing it because we want to hit 10 million. We have already hit 10 million stream in our mind already.
Right.
You guys are just here to catch up.
Right.
You understand? So we're not doing it for that outcome to say, my album is number 1 in the world.
Oh my God.
No, we're doing it to actually heal. To actually heal and then heal.
I like all the bullets that you are shooting out. So let's just go since you're shooting bullets, let's go to the main platform where everything's a shot. Okay. Now on X we have some hilarious to it. This first one says men calling each other boss is their version of bestie. Now this guy replied, they avoid billing. You say now bestie. Honestly speaking, I mean, thank God that we have a guy in the house. So probably he would give us a reason or tell us a reason why you men call yourselves bosses. Because as just as this guy replied there, he just off me. Because I mean, when you hear guys call themselves, hey, alpha boss, alpha now you day, my guy, my guy. Me, I used to feel like, oh, that's their own way of calling themselves bestie. Because just like the way I call my own girls, like, hey guys, hey besties, and all of that. But when this guy just replied, that I'm not be besties now because they would avoid billing. I say, this will enter me. But what do you think?
No, na street OT now. When your guy they call you chairman, no say man.
Oga.
Either they won't want you, or they just the dot billing, or they won't be you.
Right.
So it's something.
One of the two.
Something washy about that. Chairman, boss. Yeah.
All right, let's get one last one for the road, please. Okay, this one say, Mass Madam Sunshine. I thought you people said Boys Over Flowers, K-drama, was very nice. Waiting I they watch like this. But honestly speaking, even when I saw this at first, in my head, I'm like, okay, tell me why you're watching Boys Over Flowers just now. Have you come across that? Let's even start with that. Don't die.
Look at me already picturing place bringing flower.
No way.
I'm thinking about, okay, no. It's a real flower that they're bringing.
Nah, I think that movie, as in like, it's an very old, it's above 10 years now. But it's the reply of that guy for me, honestly speaking. Can we get that on? Now, Oluwashe, he says, you are 10 years late. I agree. We watched it when we didn't have Bukata. I don't know what that is. You they carry old age watch them for this era when nothing they funny. Honestly speaking. And that's it for me because I mean, anybody watching, it's just like this normal K-drama. Okay. You hear people talk about K-drama. I don't think I will actually sit down to watch K-drama because there are lots of, it's just like the way you watch Indian movies, for example. When you hear the whole, it's extraordinary every day. A movie that is supposed to end now, they will still look for one rubbish to add to it. Exactly. Yeah. So that's how like that K-drama is too. They have like their own nonsense that they put to it. That
Are you a K-drama fan?
I am not.
Okay.
I used to be. I think many of us used to be. Just like the way we were once fan of the Maek and the Rihanna and the whatever for Indian movies. So yeah, I think that's just it basically. Are we going on a short break, guys, to come back with On the Street of Social Media? Stay with us.
Hey guys, it's your girl Purple Diva and I'm live here at Gossip Gala. I want to say a very big shout out to Gossip Gala. Peace out.
Thank you so much for sticking around. It's On the Street of Social Media. The first one on the street says Lagos is wild. How do we find wives in this kind of place? Reality TV star Tochi asks. Honestly speaking, even me, I did not know, but let's quickly get what Tochi tweeted. Okay, so Tochi said, Lagos is wild. You take a beautiful girl to lunch to get to know her. She look you in the eye and say, I can't eat if I don't smoke loud. Please, how do we find wives in this kind of place? But what's Tochi saying? What's Tochi saying? Is it that girls that smoke are not wife material or what? What do you think? What are the qualities? What are the qualities or characteristics that you think, a wife material should have?
No, well, why he's having a problem is probably because he's not in the same vibration with that person.
Right.
You understand? That is like the major thing when you are meeting people. The first thing that connects is the vibe match.
Right.
Not even spec first, is the energy match. So, some people will be like, oh, yeah, you want to smoke for it? That's not a problem. You can smoke. Another person will be like,
you didn't want me.
Lagos is wild. Lagos is wild.
Lagos has to be a wild man.
So it's just they are probably not compatible. He's not compatible with that kind of life, or he's a reflection of that kind of life. He just wants to catch cruise.
Right.
There are two different ways to it.
Oh my God! But I mean, when I was taking through the cover section, some people were like, "It is no big deal." I mean, just like the way they said, what you would like doesn't necessarily mean that another person has to like it. One man food is another man's poison. So honestly speaking, what I think you would have just said, instead of him saying that something around wife, whatever, it's more like not saying that the rest of us and not probably wife materials or something, because I mean just one person doing. And again, it is not big deal. Oh, what do you think about people that smoke? I mean, are you not okay with it?
Yeah, it's a we actually don't call it smoking anymore. We call it
Right.
plant medicine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or we call it
Wow.
agriculture.
Agriculture. I
Yeah,
think I want
so
to go with the agriculture.
so you ask yourself, are you going to farmer? Are you a farmer? Depends on your relationship with your farming tools. You
Right.
understand, and where it exposes you to. It's your choice. It can be a teacher for you. It can be a
Right.
reunion for you.
Right.
So it's your choice. There's no you must not do this, you must not do that. Let's say when they smoke, now they do another thing, maybe say another person, like.
I wash my hand.
So
I wash my hand,
they
bro.
go around.
I
They
feel
go
you.
around. So we should not just be selective with the loud ones, that the silent
Right.
ones too, that
Ah, and I hear those ones are literally more deadly. They understand
Mood-
the agriculture more.
mood swings, gossips.
Um, can we check the comment section? Can we take the comment section, please? Okay, so this person says, enough of all this unnecessary complaints about Lagos girls, ladies, Biko. There are a million good ladies out there in this same Lagos. You probably pass them on a daily, but most of you are always looking for perfect humans in body's body.
Like I said earlier on,
Right.
you don't attract what you want. You attract who you are.
Right.
You understand? So if you are always around and attracting the baddies, the ones that
Right.
you're coming to complain about, then you have to look inwards. There are a lot of good people, a lot of good guys, a lot of good girls. See you, a lot of
You see, Mark, right? See, I somehow, I don't know if I think I have an issue. Let me not even say I think I have an issue with this particular word of, oh, you attract the person that you are and all of those things. I am not a bad person. Let's start with that. Neither am I someone that would pretend or lie about something or try to be, oh, I am this person, but I'm trying to like force it on the other people that, oh, I'm not that person and all. But somehow, I've always had people that they claim to be someone, and they are just not that person they claim to be. So, but I am not that person. So I just somehow kind of beg to differ when I hear these things. I don't know if somehow it feels like you actually agree with that term, but it's not working for me.
well,
It's not.
it's in this life, in this journey.
Uh-huh.
We call it the balance of the polarity, the good
Okay.
and the bad, plus and minus. You understand? It's not, you have not met all bad people all through your life. You understand? There's still some good ones that you have met. You understand? So there is night, there is day. The light ons and it comes off. So
Maybe
that's the balance.
Right.
You understand? So, but whatever happens, or whoever comes your way, is now how you now say, okay, how do you react to this?
Right.
What is your final call on this? Do you want to call it bad, or do you want to say, okay, this is a pathway to something greater? There are some bad people that you have met that led you to good people.
Right.
You understand? So it's not the final outcome of, it's actually what you call it and what you actually define it to be. Do you understand?
Makes sense. Wisdom. Ororo. Come on. Ororo. Can we get one last comment, please? Okay. Another man's food is another man's poison. It's okay that's not your spec. Leave am for who go love am abeg. Whoever the babe is, I like that she didn't pretend. Ha. Another one day too.
Okay, this is for the smoke. See the girl that
Yes.
smoke. Okay. Well, she's actually being real.
Right.
She doesn't actually, she's being herself. And that is actually the best way you get to know people.
Right.
Just be yourself. Don't come and form one holy, then
Holy
tomorrow you now
girl.
come and start asking me for nude pictures.
Right.
When you started good. No, just come out and
Come
say,
out
Oga,
and-
have fun, and maybe this. So
Right.
if you like him, stay. If you don't like him, you come, go. Don't waste our time. You
Right,
get it back.
right. Makes sense. All right, moving on to the next story on the street of social media. This one says, is it right to wash my mother-in-law's panties when I have never washed my mother's panties before? Kasala don dey ground. Make all of una open on our mouths to advise. Can we get this tweet on, please? Okay, I'm currently living with my husband and his mom in the same house. I am 6 months pregnant with our first child. I think we should underline that. Now, when I arrived, my mother-in-law had a worker who is a girl. She was the one who is washing my mother-in-law's clothes, including her panties, and doing the chores. Next one, please. Before this one. But I write to you, they have dropped her. So I have now taken over her job and doing my husband's and my mother-in-law's laundry too. Anytime I go for her clothes in the laundry basket, her panties are also included, and then I drop the panties. I don't know whether I am doing next the right thing because I feel uncomfortable, though she had never showed any reactions. Is it right for me to wash my mother-in-law's panties when I have never washed my mother's panties before? Mother-in-law is in her early 50s and very active. Oh yes, she is active. What do you think about the story? I feel like it's a unique one. I don't even know what to say because
so let's if they got rid of the first house help, is because she's also pregnant.
Right.
You understand? And there are basic things that I think that a house help can do.
Right.
So I would still suggest why not get another one first?
True.
You understand? I'm not in the shoe, but then can we look for another house help? You understand that can assist with things like this. Even if it's to put them in the washing machine, get them dry or soak them. Do you get it? They are actually there are different variations, there are different ways we can, analyze it other than, because thank God that the mother-in-law has not reacted yet. You know,
thank God.
if the Nigerian film now, while I don't start,
I tell you
understand, the house is going to be a place of low energy and very chaotic. So it's can we get another house help? If that is doable, okay, this is just for a period while we're looking for a house help. If they have ruled out the whole house help thing,
right,
then we'll now be like, okay, so how can we manage it? Because mother-in-law will not during them, but she says she's active. But then how can should we sit down and have a conversation about it?
Right.
Mama, how they be? And I don't feel they watch this thing. Mama, I'm heavy. I need at some point, you understand? Or can your son be? You know, let's have a conversation.
Right.
So that we're in the very harmonious state of mind and let's enjoy ourselves, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the major factor here is the fact that she's not communicating and she's only coming out now to complain and all.
Because the whole battle is in her head right now.
Exactly. I mean, she would have. Tell me how you even got married to someone and you don't know how to communicate with that person. I don't know how people do these things, but I feel like she has to communicate with her husband. Because I mean, I feel like the man is responsible for her. So even if she doesn't, because the plenty stories you've done a year about mother-in-law. You go one day on a safe place and a safe space to ensure that you don't have an issue with her. Yeah. So if she open her mouth and want to complain now, it's going to be like, okay, me that is keeping quiet, I don't have sense. You feel me? True. So I think she probably just complain to her husband that is responsible for her. Then they should have conversations, then they know what to do. Because even she carrying all this responsibility where they don't even call you for. I understand that she's trying to be, that African mentality of wife material, or being the good wife and all of these things, she's caring and all. I understand all of that, but again, she has to communicate because I feel like that's like a major problem. So that's it for me. Let's quickly check the comment section to see other people's perspective on the story.
It's quite a unique story, actually. Very, very unique.
Yeah,
actually.
it is. Okay, this one says the first mistake you made was getting married under desperation. Oh wow. Because there is no way you will tell me you didn't see the red flags. You can't tell me you didn't see that your man isn't a kind man. Also, you married a man that lives with his mom. What were you expecting?
This is rather more attacking than even understanding.
Really?
Yeah, she's pointing out right and wrong, not understanding the emotion what's actually going on. You can't just say this is right and this is wrong.
Right.
You need to put yourself in the balance. Okay, if I was in this shoe, like she said, she had a house help before, so that means she has probably never experienced this time and this season that this is happening.
Yes.
So we won't say she married under desperation. I would beg to differ.
I don't know about that.
You understand? Even the red flags. It's still not. It might not be a red flag to the man. They might just man, gather all this thing, honey, help us. It might just be out of love.
Love, right?
You understand? But she's not comfortable with it. That's why she needs to communicate.
Right.
So that because if it's going to eat anybody up, it's going to eat her up.
More, yeah.
You understand? And she'll be the mother-in-law and the husband will be laughing, eating dodo in the parlor. They'll be laughing. She will now come carry phone, put cross-leg in one side and be boiling inside. So for her uncle, just communicate it. Thank God that at least. But I just pray that she's not putting this out on social media to get response that she will not let her just put it out for people to learn, and then let her go source her own healing.
What do you think about the? I mean, you hear from the story that both the husband and the mother-in-law, they stay together. So it's more like I don't know who has the house now. Is it that the husband is staying with the mother or the mother is staying with the husband? But either ways, she too is with them. She too is with them. Don't you consider that a bit? I don't know. I won't call it a red flag, but I would say that it's not for me. It's not really cool.
From the
so
text,
I don't know.
There's a big difference between staying and living together. They didn't outrightly say the woman lives with her. So your mother can, why not? Your mother can come. So let me come and stay with you for 2 months. Maybe this thing they happen like in this frame of 1 month or 2 months.
Makes sense.
You understand? So we don't know where that's why I said that reply was
too harsh.
We don't know whether the mother is actually living with them. We don't know. Now wait till we write, now we read.
But this is it here. Don't you think that if the woman is not living with them, right? Do you think she would have actually still come out to complain about it? I mean, I'm asking this now based on maybe that's how I would have reacted. If I know that this woman is probably here to stay and she's not going anywhere, oh my God, can't complain. But when I know that she's probably going to leave in the next 1 month to the next 2 months, I mean, it's no big deal. You feel me?
It might be a new feat for her. That's why she's shouting about it. It might be something that she's not used to since the house help come out. You understand? Or maybe the mother even just recently came. So she's just trying to understand the house help not there again.
Yeah.
So
what
she
am
not
I
happy.
to do?
You know?
Yes,
so that's why she's crying out. So it's not that, you know, now these are the positive different outcomes that you can.
I feel I feel you.
Yeah.
All right, let's take one more comment, please. Okay. Oh, this is a lot. Joy or Motayo, I will keep saying this. You would know who loves you when you are in any of the 3 P's. Poor, pregnant, or in pain. You can't be a good person and lack empathy on a pregnant woman. And my dear, your eyes will clear when you put to bed. Them go abandon you, focus on the baby. And if you are not strong after birth, you feed 3 days, they smell, make nobody look you or even clean you up. And you will be asked to turn Semo immediately you are discharged.
This one is
People like
personal.
say,
This one is personal.
I tell you. Your suffering still they marinate na intro be this. You better make it abundantly clear how you want to be treated. Wahala. But I mean, checking through this comment section here, they're making it look like both the mother-in-law and the husband do not care. Forgetting that she's the one not communicating properly.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel me. Because now this one where the girl down there tell us the 3P, how you will know who
Pain,
wants you.
pregnancy,
And in pain. That's a lot.
People when I read comments, basically I don't read comments, I read frequencies. You get it, but I don't need to sit down and ask this girl, tell me about yourself.
You already know.
Yeah, the frequency, the vibe
Yes.
already, but she said something at the end, which is, say how you want to be treated.
Right.
There's a popular saying, you don't get what you deserve, you get what you bargain for. You get it? So you have to be the one to bargain for it.
That's where the communication comes in.
Come out and talk.
I mean,
you understand? Even outside social media, come out and talk. We're not saying leave the house, but just, you deserve to be. You have to bargain for it.
Right.
This is what I want. This is what I want. If you're not getting what you want by natural default, how far? See, I think this because she's pregnant.
Yeah, 6 months.
6 months now. 6 months, you're supposed to fly, go Dubai, go chill, drink juice in the morning, So it's a communication. She just has to communicate it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let's really go on the shop break, guys. I know you're enjoying it. Make on the calm down. Now, too much amiable. All of Ona, you guys, just calm down. Now, this short break we go. Coming back is Hot Gossip. Stay with us.
Hi, my name is Rasa Ariman, that of our hair goddess, and this is Gossip Gala.
Hello guys, my name is Larry Hector, your favorite fashion and lifestyle content creator, and you're currently watching Gossip Gala. Keep watching guys, do not move a muscle. Ciao.
Hi guys, you already know it's a girl B to the E to the E to the E to Y period. And shout out to Gossip Gala. Love you.
Thank you so much for staying around. It's the Hot Gossip segment. All right, on the Hot Gossip, we have singer Skill slams police officers who delayed his vehicle just because he refused to give them Christmas money. Now, wow. Will I start from this story? No, really, freak me because now story where we say all of us done the year. Let's read this together, please. Nigerian police will not stop being a joke, chai. I did not say that. You know who said that. You can see his picture there. So let's continue. Yesterday, the Nigerian police under the bridge close to Magodo, as if you're going to Fela Shrine, Agidigbi. I don't know if I pronounced that well. I'm so sorry, but continuation. Nobody bus stop be that. So stopped us on our way to CTFM last night and displayed plenty madness of pointing guns at us. Wow, as if we were criminals. After they finished their usual BS, they now asked for money for Christmas. Then I said, I swear, I swear, I am not. Can we get the next one on? I swear, I am not given, and we are not late for an interview.
And we were late.
And we are late for an interview. They said a lot of rubbish that they would delay us and search us. And I said my level of hatred for this joke called Nigerian Police Force, chai, will not let me want to ever be at your mercy. So we dropped for them to search. These stupid Nigerian police men saw bundles of cash and started saying, okay, so you get money, you no one give us, eh? We go show you today. I laughed and said, you no go like public embarrassment, my guy, understand? After they searched and saw nothing, they asked for papers also. That too was good, Baba. Come, they say, God save you. We been one show you Pepe. Nigerian Police Force, e no go better for una. Nigerian Police, I will never respect those fools useless people na only to stop bends una sabi when yawa gas una go base. I'm guessing that's what that is. Foolish idiots. So let's talk a bit about the Nigerian police force, right? I mean, you've seen the frustration because you have to be pained, confused, tired for you to sit down and say you want to type this whole thing. I mean, it's a lot. But let's talk a bit about, have you had any bad experiences whatsoever, with this Nigerian police force? With the Nigerian police?
I won't judge.
Directly.
I won't say bad or good,
Mm-hmm.
but them stopping me a lot of times to calm down
Right.
and search me.
Mm-hmm.
Put my hands in my pockets.
Right.
It's not an experience I want to call bad. Do you understand?
They're just
It's
probably
just
doing
it's
their
just
job.
see, everything is a reflection of your state of mind. Somebody stops you to want to search you, and we go search.
Right.
See, there's a lot about energy and body language.
Tell me.
You understand? Especially when it comes to the area of security and security personnel. You understand? Your first language to them is your body language. You understand? That's why they can just look at you. You can see person way on the fidget. Calm down. It's the energy that you give to them that they actually give back to you. It's a let out, bring it in. So sometimes some will actually stop you and tell you to calm down. Some will just go straight. Baba, find something for us. Give us something. So I won't say I've had a bad experience, but as regards skills,
Right.
Skills is my friend. He's a very good friend of mine, and it's sad that he's being treated
This way.
this way. But then there are actually two ways to it.
Tell me.
Skills has actually been shouting this police thing for a minute. You understand? So there's this natural vibration he already has, towards the Nigerian
Nigerian
and
police.
it's going to be what he's going to see because of that energy he's giving
That
out.
he's giving out.
You understand? So anytime he gets anything, he hears Nigerian, that
Yeah.
thing just
And
jumps
them.
out, and then it just
Accumulate.
those energies can actually start creating simulations. You understand? That's why I say that thing that you fear is finally what you always find you will not get to see.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just there are still some good Nigerian police out there.
Yeah.
You understand? There's still some really good ones. There are the bad, there are the very ungood ones. Bad is not my language actually.
I feel you.
So
I
the
feel
very
you.
ungood ones. So it's just what happened to him. We are actually sorry if he felt misused, if he felt sad. On behalf of the Nigerian Police Force and
Chai.
the Macroc, we are sorry on that.
Okay. And I just did the comment.
So it's all for us to be in peace and perfect harmony with each other.
Yeah.
It's not about the show of power. It's not about the show of anger, and we can all just be calm and be happy and peaceful and ascending.
And ascending. If you know what that is, though, let's really check the comment section and see people's reaction on the story. Okay. This one says, what? I don't know what I actually ate this morning.
Gossip.
But but it's all right. What do you think that makes people to join police force in Nigeria? Now, hunger. I didn't say this. Note this one first. What do you think hungry man does? He will always be angry or show small display of madness. Jesus. A normal person would obtain police form in Nigeria. What? I would like to take that again. I don't know if you heard what I just said. Say a normal person would obtain police form in Nigeria. What do you have to say about that?
Well, first of all, some I just feel that some of these comments shouldn't even be airworthy.
Right.
Because first of all, they are not even coming from notable people. Anybody can just get behind their screen and type anything. And then we are now promoting such ignorance and arrogance on air. It's a lot of, we can sieve out a lot of things, things like that. Now, see the handle self, you don't even know the person. No identity.
I don't know
no. We cannot go back and hold him accountable. This is the person that said this thing,
Right.
So a lot of people just use their keypads and, spill out nonsense. So we should be able to sieve out, even if we're gossiping, there should be some level of content sieving from this, yeah. So I don't have anything to say about that, basically. It's low vibration.
Oh my God! I straight move to the next story on the on Hot Gossip, and this one says the claim that Pastor Toby Adeboyiga is facing deportation is fake and false. He has lived in the UK for at least 20 years without any criminal record and conviction, and this is said by Pastor Toby's lawyer, whose name is Dele Olawale. So, just yesterday we were talking about the whole fraud thing. We hear fraud from from Pastor Toby's side. We heard fraud from the pastor of Avesta, that's Pastor Idowu. There's just a whole lot. But, just as I told you guys yesterday, Pastor Idowu came out to say that, he has nothing to do with land. He don't even have any property here in Nigeria except the one that was given to him by his parents, right? And what's his name now?
Pastor Pity.
Pastor Toby, his lawyer felt like it was important, to address people or address each and every one of us that got the information wrong. So let's quickly read this together, this press release. Because of time, we're not going to read everything, no worry. We'll get power. Let me just take the first paragraph that says, I could not stop laughing. The third paragraph, rather. I could not stop laughing when I read that Toby Adeboyiga faces deportation from the United Kingdom. Right? The newspaper that carried the news was ignorant. I have acted for him as a lawyer on a personal basis and for the ministry. Nobody small for the ministry. He's not facing deportation from the UK. That's elementary immigration. That is elementary immigration laws for journalists. Deportation is for criminals. He is not. But still, yeah, they still did not give us details about what's going on with the church, right? Because we heard that the church was closed down and all the whole lot, apart from the deportation, whatever, we heard that the church was closed down because I think they said something around he's using the church to also, commit fraud and all of those things. So I don't know why this lawyer did not address that part. He only just addressed the part of the deportation and all, which is, I feel like, is a bit fishy. There's something they are probably hiding, right?
The deportation of Pastor Toby, that's what actually made the media. That's the catch. That's the fish.
Right?
That's what everybody wants to chook their eyes. Is he going to come back?
Right.
Nigerians already giving him land in Shango Water.
I did tell you. They say if the guy come back is this country.
So that should tell you how shallow some people can actually be. They don't really know. They don't really care about the cause.
I mean,
they are just all about the effect.
Right.
You understand? They don't want to know whether what it cost it. They just he's coming back to Nigeria. That
nice
person from UK when they come back to Nigeria. They don't even. If you now ask them what did he really do, what's the detail of the fraud that they say or they are allegedly saying that he committed, and then you just be like, I'm only they don't really know. So
details.
What you don't know, you can't actually judge.
Right.
You understand? So let's wait for those that are in charge of judging it.
I mean,
until he comes to Nigeria, say he has been brought back to Nigeria. And then there's something the lawyer said about deportation for criminals. Deportation is not only for criminals. There are innocent people that get deported.
Yes, I mean,
you understand?
of course
Anything can happen in international water, and you are brought back to your country.
I mean,
you understand? It's deportation is not only for criminals, so he can be deported by the law, and it doesn't have to be criminal.
Right. I agree. I agree on that. But now somehow I see. We have been on this gossip for a long time, right? And for every time that we see Pastor Toby's name on the gossip list, it's just not for a good record, right? It's either we hear that don't forget he's a pastor. Now we hear he's in a club, probably dancing, or with the likes of a Davido, right? Or we hear that, during the time that I did his birthday, I think they said Davido was in the party and a whole lot of persons to be in the party. So I would want to ask, what do you think should be the characteristics, that a pastor should emulate? Because when that story came out, everybody were like, wait till short. I think I remember having a guest here, and the guest say, wait till problem pastor they go do for club. Shouldn't I dare that they win so for Christ? Because I don't know, but I'd like to hear you. What do you think?
First of all, positive things are talked about.
Right.
Negative things are gossiped about.
Love it.
So you can't find.
Oh God, I
rest now. You cannot find good discussions in gossip. So what qualifies it for gossip has to be things.
It has to be things like this.
They want to deport person, So, but for his like so many are called, few are chosen. You understand? God actually really is the one that knows people that are actually serving him.
Yeah, people that
he
called.
Yeah, definitely. You won't be surprised. Somebody say, because of the way PT is living, he has Pastor Toby. He has inspired me. I'm now a better Christian. And I do this. I know that I'm not caged. I'm not caged by religion. So it's everybody's doing what they're supposed to do here and now.
Nice one. Nice one. No, even me, I'm inspired because sometimes you just stroll to the club and you still talk to your God.
Some people now looking at someone like PT now, be like, you can be a pastor and also still be wealthy. At some point when we're growing up,
I don't have an issue with that actually.
At some point when we grew up, when pastors are the most wretched. It's just recently we started seeing pastors coming out with some wealth, So it's Rolls Royce. If we are to look at positives, if we are to stay there, it's also an inspiration. But then for all the media trolls and media hammer every time, on the negative gossip side, every time. There's really no smoke without
smoke without fire.
There's no flame without the fire.
Right.
So I just anything that rocks his boat is fine. If he comes back to Nigeria, fine. In fact, people were even debating yesterday that he will live better in Nigeria. His church is still going to grow. And they don't already give him land. They don't already give him members.
Not be smart. Not be smart. This country right there will be all right eventually. Let's quickly leave for a short break. I feel like it's time for us to take just a bit, coffee. Do they take coffee in the afternoon? I take coffee in the afternoon. Probably it's a bad habit. But let's go on the short break to come back with the hottest gossip. Stay with us.
Hey, people. My name is Anaja Music, and I'm live on Gossip Gala, on official upgrade TV with my homegirls, beautiful, finest, pretty, the best girl on your TV screen. So keep your dial right here, cause I'm out. Yeah.
Thank you so much for staying around. It's the hottest gossip now. Let's come back to the church. Honestly speaking, me, I don't tire to talk about this or today church, tomorrow no church. But I mean, it's not just really even about the church thing. It's about your odoche. You know, when you hear your odoche, you know it's wala done day. All right, on this one we have a church altar is designed for people who are pure and clean in spirit, not for adulterous being with ugly intentions. And this is said by Rita Edoche as she calls out certain pastor for allowing a certain member to climb his altar. And the certain member is Yo Doche and Judy Odoche. So there's a long there's a long list of all the things that she mentioned. Honestly speaking, there are so much, and I don't think we have the time to come and be reading all these things. But let's get that video on where both Yodochi and his wife is saying, just admiring themselves in the presence of God. Okay. So we all watched that video together. You see them enjoying themselves with your Doche calling himself Eze DK, Abi, whatever that was mentioned there. Honestly speaking, I really don't have an issue with this. But Rita Doche felt like it's an insult to God. It's an insult. She was disappointed. That's the big word she has been using. She said, I am disappointed with what just transpired. How can my father, what's his name, Odumeje, allow something like this happen in his church? It is so bad. She felt like it's not supposed to be happening, right? According to her, just like she mentioned, that with everything that I've got that's happening, that we've known from the Yodoche down to May, down to Judy, she felt like these persons are not worthy enough to stand, on the altar of God. But what do you think? Do you think it's, I don't know, I really don't know, because some people were like, Auntie, stop playing God. Thank God is not human and all of those things. But what do you think about the story?
So first of all, that's what African religion has taught us,
right?
Or Nigerian religion and our upbringing.
It's a Nigerian religion.
They make us feel the building is a church.
Right.
The church, we are the church.
We are, I agree.
Here can be a church.
Right.
Do you understand? The building is not actually the church.
Sure.
Tomorrow now they can rent that building out to a club.
Amen.
That place becomes a club.
Right.
Even with that round altar that she's saying is the altar. So the pulpit is not the altar. Do you understand?
Okay.
It's not that's not the church. The church is you. God is in you.
Right.
Is in us. We can have service here and here we shake. Do you understand?
Straight in.
So it's not we give so much energy and power to the building. Carry your begin go church. Anywhere you are is the church.
Right.
You are the church, basically.
Right.
You understand? So with that understanding, seeing things like this, it doesn't just hold water, because that's okay. Number one. Number two, that was his birthday celebration.
Right.
You understand? I think people that love him can come and celebrate.
Right.
It's not a revival service. It's not let's talk like Nigerians. It's not a crusade that he's doing miracles and Yul has come to pollute the place and everything. It's just a celebration of life, and he comes and celebrates, and he was honored to come
to the altar.
to the
Yes.
pulpit
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
altar that people call it.
People call it,
You
yeah.
understand? So looking at it from the higher perspective and the higher mind, that's just a birthday celebration.
I mean,
Allow them enjoy. Allow them,
do whatever.
But then calling it that is as a sacred place, that's religion speaking. Yeah, spirituality lets you know that you are the church, anywhere you are. So I tell me that when you are traveling now, you cannot go to your building. you are not in tune with your maker. You did not go to church.
Right.
During lockdown, did we go anywhere? Our houses, our mobile phones became the church.
I mean,
you understand? So it's just religion screaming aloud and basically upbringing and subconscious mind.
I love that. So now that we've spoken about the main topic, I mean, why this was actually even brought out, let's talk a bit about Yodochi. Thank God it's gossip, so let's gossip small,
Pastor
right?
Yodochi.
Abio. Yeah, because I think I saw there's a time where he came out to say that he's a pastor and God has called him.
Yeah.
I beg, you guys. I beg. But I mean, coming back to it, right? There are just so many stories when it comes to Yodoche, Meudoche, and the rest. I mean, I think I had a conversation with someone, and someone said that it is now that Yodoche just found his true love. So what has he been doing with me? So I want to now ask, is it possible? I mean, I hear that men are polygamous in nature. Thank God you're a man, so I would want you to help us with that. Whether you are supporting or you are debunking, I want to know which of them, where you stand on that, right? And how possible is it to be in love with one person and probably it doesn't work out and you just somehow find another person and say that's your soulmate? I want to understand, is it for everybody that you see that it automatically becomes your soulmate? I just want you to explain that.
Okay, the fact that you get married to someone doesn't make you in love with that person. People marry out of various reasons.
I mean, so many.
You understand? So
Yes,
the fact that
contract married now.
Yeah, so the fact that you are with somebody or you have some certain feelings for somebody doesn't make that person your soulmate.
Right.
You understand? You said something very profound that you feel that now he has found his soulmate. He has found the missing piece of so
missing rib.
So it's him to call. Now in this he's finding soulmate. If he now decides to want to go out again, then we can now say, okay, that is his nature. Do you understand? Okay, now he seems that he has found this one, he's going to find another one, that we can now say, okay, that's his nature. Do you understand? So maybe the first one was like a bridge to carry him here. Maybe he was not really happy, he was not really himself, he was not really him he wanted to be, and then maybe this is actually a version of him he wants to experience, and he can do that with this person, and he's expressing that. So if you now see him jump to another one, I'll be like, bros.
No, but you might also now want to claim that that one too wasn't what he thought he.
It's now a decision. Now it's now on him. It's his own reality. It's him.
Right.
It's not a reflection of him, basically. You understand? People are allowed to make mistakes.
Right.
You understand? There are really good people that have separated and found other, and they are still moving on. They are still fine.
Right.
Do you understand? Yeah. So we should sometimes, get to understand the whys and, just try to be positive about
it.
decisions that people actually make. So this guy has been dragged.
Like those Tiger Generator.
The more he's actually
he cares so less. That's one thing I love about him.
For the back end and the good side of him, for the good side of this thing,
right?
It has actually even skyrocketed his popularity,
relevance, and
you understand. So if he wants to, there are a lot of positives for him to actually take out of it.
Right.
You understand? He looks happy. He feels happy.
But
then
I like
it's not outside. We cannot really see complete
what's going on.
So, but then it's his decision.
I agree.
It's his life.
So coming back to it, now you've not answered. Do you agree that men are polygamous in nature?
Men being polygamous in nature, polygamy is a choice. It's not a nature thing. It's just a choice thing.
All of you.
All
of you. Because I feel like that's an excuse that they make, or they just come up with so that they can cheat.
No. It's not in nature. When you say something in nature, it means this is in it for design. There are lots of people that are not. Yeah, a lot of people that. If it's like that, almost all the men, now, all 90% of the men, they would have probably been married to different wives. So it's a choice.
Right.
And they make the decision and be like, okay, this is a choice I want to choose, and then I want to, have multiple wives. And
oh God.
It's a choice. It's not a law. It's not something that you will not hang you for. It's just what you decided to do.
Right.
So it's not a nature thing that it's just like saying the popular one. I don't know if this word is allowed. You know, men
Come
has
here.
come.
Oh,
You
okay.
understand? But then the truth is that not all men has come.
No, of course,
The
of
father
course,
is there.
of course.
The person that's going to love it, the person that's going to
I
marry,
mean,
is get you get. So the fact that a phrase or something is popular doesn't actually make it the truth. So
I say already your head, no worry. On this one, I
next time I
agree.
carry Bible come. Open
This
to
one,
Mark chapter 2.
do you
verse
understand?
9.
No, you don't reach, honestly. Because for like, see, Mike, you need to understand like what I'm actually saying.
Yeah.
For every time I've had conversations with people, especially guys, there's always this, men are polygamous in nature, so that's why they are, free to cheat. Do you know it has gotten to the point where like most women now don't have a choice but to just accept it that in their nature, so more just they follow them the way then they, carry us. And I feel like that's so unfair because if you say, in short, there's so many, you sabi. See, all of you that come on this table to come and be saying what I don't know. Have you heard it from a man? They are not polygamous in nature. Maybe they know they want you. They are not polygamous in nature. And we've come to the end of the show. Thank you so much. You don't reach yet, so thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
And yes, my viewers, it has been an exciting one with you here on the table. I can't wait to have our big one tomorrow. There's an exciting one on the table. Till then, stay blessed.
Hey besties, it's your girl Only Luana, and big thank you and big shout out to watching Gossip Gala. But research has shown that you probably haven't subscribed, so what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button right now and stay tuned to see what Only Luana talks about and get all the juiciest gist. Thank you.